Here in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you about how to get started with setting up WordPress on one of the best hosting companies that's approved for WordPress out there in the world. So this is with Green Geeks. There's a lot of WordPress hosting companies out there, but Green Geeks is by far one of the best that I've come across. And this specific tutorial will teach you how to go about installing WordPress and launching it successfully with them. Now, somewhere on this page, either down below, there should be a link for you to click on that'll take you straight over here to Green Geeks. And when you click on the link, you'll be taken straight over to this page and you can sign up. Alright, so you can go and click on sign up and it'll take you straight to the page where you can type in the domain name that you want, and you'll notice this pop up. It just gives you the discount code. So today offer, all capital letters and all one word. So just write that down because you'll be able to use that in a moment, where you'll be able to get $30 off of your package price. So the total is going to be $65.40 after you put that code in. But before you get to that spot, okay, this is the very first step, the sign up process, step 1 of 2. You simply come down here and you type in a domain name that you don't have already that you want to use. Okay, so you just type in domain I want to use now. Okay, this is just a fictitious domain name. I'm just making it up. And you come up with your own domain name. You can search specifically for domain names here, or you can go to other sites like GoDaddy and see if the domain name is available, and then come back here and then type in the domain name that you know is available and move forward. But it'll tell you if it's available. So now this is just if you need a new domain name. If you don't need a new domain name and you already have one, you've already purchased a domain name from somewhere. Let's say you've purchased it from domain.com or enom.com or godaddy.com. Those are all domain registrars where you can go and register a domain name. So if you already have a domain name, you can simply type that right here and click on next. So in this case, we're just simply going to click on next, and it'll take us over to the next step. It'll tell you if your domain name is available. If it's not, it'll tell you right up here. It'll say domain name has already been taken, and then you just type in a new domain name. If you don't know what a domain name is, or else what kind of domain name to get, you can simply just use your name right now. So my name is Trent Jesse. I could just use trentjesse.com. Alright, and if you know exactly what you want to do for your business, then excellent. Okay, you get a domain name that's relevant for your business, and in a different tutorial, I teach you how to go about choosing or discovering a domain name that is great. I tie that in with your keyword research and also helping you discover those names that are available. So if you haven't watched that yet, then make sure to watch it and then come back here. But as long as you have a domain name and you're ready to rock and roll, then move forward here with filling this content out. First name, last name, and company name is optional, so you don't have to fill that out. You can leave it blank. Then the email, phone, mobile, all the relevant information here. You don't have to mark this button right here. It's up to you. And then the payment information, you can choose to pay with any type of major credit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. If you don't have or don't want to use any of those cards, you can always choose the alternate payment method of PayPal. And once you click on create my account down below, it's going to take you straight over to PayPal where you can pay. Now the package information section right here is giving you the option of setting up a hosting account with them for up to 3 years. So it's up to you on how much you can afford, but the $65.40 is for the yearly package. And you type in your domain, or the coupon code, sorry, down here, all capital letters that you saw earlier, and then you click on validate, and it's going to give you that $30 off the total. So normally it's $7.95 times 12, yeah, okay, and then it takes off $30 of the total. So you pay one time for the entire year, so you don't have to pay again until 1 year from today. Alright, so far we've gone over the sign up process with your contact information right up here to begin with. And then second, your payment information. You choose the payment option you want. If it's the Visa, for example, you type in your credit card number, and this is a tutorial primarily focused on beginners and newbies just starting out. So bear with me if you're already familiar with this. But the expiration date and security code. Okay, and that's on the back of your credit card. Okay, so the package information we already went over as well. So once you're done, you click on Create My Account. And once you create your account, it's important to go check your email. All right? So go check your email. And once you check your email, what you'll want to do is make sure to check the email they sent you and look at the telephone number to call them. So once you call them, you'll see the same telephone number right here. Okay, 877-326-7483. Once you give them a call, you're going to press option 1 and simply verify your account and your domain name. Okay, they want to make sure that you are who you are and make sure that they verify your account, make sure that it's all legitimate and it's all set to go and set up. Okay, so once you call them at 877-326-7483, press option 1 and you'll be able to verify your account. It should only take about a couple of minutes, maybe up to 5 minutes, and then you're done. Okay, and then after you do that, then Green Geeks will send you another 2 or 3 emails, and in those emails you'll have some information for your login. Okay, so once you get your login, you'll want to come over here. It'll take you straight over to the main page of Green Geeks when we first started out, and you'll click on Client Login. Okay, and so once you come here to the login page, I've already set up an account, so you just come on down here and click on Login to Account Manager. Okay, so you'll look at the email, look for your account manager username and password. Your username will usually be your email, and then the password they've already pre-generated for you. And you can always change that at a later date, but just type it in and click on Login to Account Manager. Alright, so now that you've logged in to your account manager with Green Geeks, you can just be aware that this section right here for your account manager will give you a summary of your address and your personal information, along with an overview of some of the details with your account and what domain names you have, and then your annual cycle. It's on an annual renewal cycle, and so initially you pay $65.40 to sign up, and then next year if you want to renew your account, then it'll be $95.40, and then you can just continue on as is. So it's very reasonable, and as you can see, it doesn't cost too much at all, especially when you compare this to other hosting accounts, and also the type of service that you'll get, which is critical when you go with a WordPress hosting company like Green Geeks. They're just fantastic, and also you have the ability to upgrade with Green Geeks as you start to build up your website, and if you get a lot of traffic, then you can always upgrade easily within their own system to a more robust type of hosting account, whereas other hosting accounts, it just isolates you in just the shared hosting environment, and you can't upgrade within their own account like with Bluehost or HostGator. You're just stuck there with that, and you have to transfer everything over to a new host, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So that's another reason why I recommend going with Green Geeks, because it just makes your life a lot easier. Alright, so anyways, with this info here, just to move forward, we're going to show you now how to go ahead and sign up for or register and install WordPress on your domain name. So what you do is come down here and click on the cPanel login. Alright, the cPanel login takes you straight into the control panel. That's what it stands for. cPanel, C stands for control and panel. Okay, so the cPanel allows you to install all kinds of different programs, and you'll see a lot of these buttons in here. So don't get too worried about all these buttons and icons. Just scroll all the way down, and just know that there's a lot of things you can do in here, and we'll get into some of those things at a later date. But when you come down here to the bottom, you'll see this section called Software Services. Okay, this is where you come to install free programs, free types of software, and WordPress is a free type of software that you can install on any domain name. And keep in mind, you can have as many domain names as you want. with your hosting account. So if you have, say, the goal of having 20 different websites, well, you can do that here. So the next step is to simply click on this icon right here where it says Softaculous. This Softaculous is a scripting program. You can also click on Fantastico Deluxe, so either one, but I like to use Softaculous since it's a fantastic program. It makes it really easy. So once you click on that, you'll be taken into your scripts, and all of these areas once again are open source software programs that anyone can install. You can install any of these on any domain name that you have. But you'll notice that the position number 1 is WordPress, and this you just move your mouse over it and it's going to give you the option of clicking on install. Once you click on install, it'll take you straight into a bunch of details here with your installation. Don't worry about changing the protocol right here, just keep it marked as http://. Okay, just keep that as is. Choose the domain name that you want to install it on. Okay, at this point, there's only one domain name that I have on here. And in the directory, you want to make sure that you delete that. Okay, you do not want the WP right there. Okay, so that's for more advanced users. If you were going to install WordPress on a suffix domain name, like your domain name /blog, then you could type in blog there. But just for right now, keep it blank if you're going to install WordPress on your primary domain name, whatever it is, .com or .org or .net. Okay. And then the database name, just keep that as is. You can change it or customize if you want, but I always just recommend keeping it the way it is, alright? And the table prefix, keep it the way it is. For advanced users, you could change that, but just keep it the way it is. And then the site settings right here, this is important to fill out correctly. You can always change this also at a later date, but you type in the name of your blog, or the name of your website rather, okay? So name of website right here. And then the site description, you just describe in a couple of words, of what your site is about. Okay. Okay, so you just type that there. Now this option right here where it says enable multi-site, don't worry about marking that. It's for advanced users, and it's pretty involved, and so you don't want to check that. Just keep it unchecked. All right. Then the admin account. Now this is another critical section to make sure you fill out correctly. You do not want to have this leave, or you don't want it to have it left as admin. So make sure you change that to say a unique username. Okay, so a unique username is what that needs to be. Okay, so type in your own unique username. It could be your full name or any type of username you'd like. It could be anything you want. And then the password. Again, make that unique and also a bit challenging for people to guess. Okay, so don't type in password, for example. Okay, it makes it really easy for people to hack into your account and mess up your website. So make sure that both of these spots are unique. All right, and once you're done, then you type in an admin email. This is the email that will be linked to your WordPress website. So just type in your email address right here. Okay. And once you're done with that, just keep it marked as English if you're setting up this account based upon your language of English. And this plugin down here, if you'd like, it's a security plugin. It's kind of nice to have. If you select it, it's going to limit the login attempts that people or robots attempt on your website. Okay, so you just simply mark that one, and it's automatically going to install it for you. Alright, you can always delete it later if you don't like it. And then don't worry about the advanced options. Okay, down here it just gives you the option of some of the features you can take advantage of if you want. It's sometimes good to look at this as auto upgrade, but it automatically upgrades your WordPress site in the future, so you don't have to manually do it every time. Just a note of caution or warning is that you want to make sure that after you install your WordPress site, in a different tutorial I'll teach you how to back up your website, but you want to make sure you have your website backed up at all times before you upgrade your WordPress site, because sometimes issues may go wrong with the database, and with the upgrade, and you have to restore your website. And if you don't have your website backed up, then you're up a creek without a paddle. Okay, you're messed. So make sure you back up your website, and then you can upgrade your site. So I don't have to worry about that right now, but these advanced options you can consider marking if you'd like. I just keep them all blank. Okay, and then type in your email address right here once again, because then after you install it, the system will send you your username and password confirmation and details inside of your email, and then you can store that at a later date. And that's it. Okay, so all you have to do is click on install, this button, install, and it's going to install WordPress on your domain name. Alright? So once you're done installing WordPress, then you can go to your website immediately. And that's another fantastic reason to go with Green Geeks, is because Green Geeks automatically installs WordPress and makes it available fast. You know, compared to other hosting companies, you'll install WordPress and you have to wait, you know, for a while for it to pull up. And so, you know, once you install WordPress, then you would come over here and log in. This is one of my websites. And once you log in, or type in your domain name /wp-admin. So let me do that again. Okay, so my website is watchmanadvisors.com /wp-admin. Okay, so when you type in your domain name.com or whatever the extension is, and then you've got to make sure you type in a / right here. Okay, and then you type in WP. WP stands for WordPress, and then dash, and admin, ADMIN. Okay, and once you do that, then you're going to be immediately taken here. This is where you can log into your WordPress site, and then from there you can get started with using WordPress. Now I have a lot of WordPress tutorials already prepared for you that'll walk you through on how to use WordPress once you log in. So I'm going to log in right here and then just give you a brief introduction into the tutorials that you can watch that I've already created for you. And so once you log in, you'll be able to learn how to write blog posts and understand what pages are and the media section and a bunch of other great stuff for WordPress. Alright, so with WordPress on the left hand side, you'll see this dashboard section which gives you a summary of WordPress, and I'm not going to go into all these different sections obviously because I've created tutorials on them. So get started now and you're up and rolling with using WordPress. Have a great day.